What's up, guys? Welcome to week number 4 here. So things got off to a relatively good start this week. Everything was feeling pretty decent into my warm-ups. You can see here the first, or I guess the final warm-up with 430, moving pretty well. Decided to take 480 first work set of 4, and those started off pretty good. I kind of sat not enough into my hips on the first set, or the first rep there, and then kind of found my groove better on number 2, and I believe number 3. And one of them I sat back just a little bit too much. I think it was this rep here. I kind of popped it funny and got stuck and had to get a little bit of help coming up. So don't lose your tension on the way down. I think I got a little bit distracted for a half a second and did something stupid with my right foot. So took back the same weight for the second set. Hit it for a relatively easy set of 4, this time keeping everything locked in. We did actually also switch to the monolift for this set rather than having me walk out. Walking out of this monolift can be kind of a pain in the ass just because the hooks swing, they don't really lock into place at all. So it's really hard to dig into the bar and kind of get set up, especially on the safety squat bar where you're wanting to keep the handles a little bit higher up. The whole thing just kind of swings forward. So we switch over to the monolift, and it was a lot easier to get locked in tight and set up. And then ended up working up to this top set of 500 for 4 reps here. So those all went pretty well. Decided to shut it down at this set rather than trying to take another one heavier and just end on a win for the day and be conservative with it since I still had my other 2 lifts to hit. On the Duffalo bar bench on this day, I was scheduled to go up to 300 for 4 sets of 6. I accidentally misloaded the first set because I forgot I don't know, so Duffalo bar is 60 pounds, so that always makes math a little bit harder, and ended up hitting 310 for a set of 6, and then I dropped it back down to 300 for the final 3 sets. This is the last one of those that you're seeing right here. Everything felt pretty good on those. On my deadlifts, these are being pulled against bands for the next couple of weeks and from a slight deficit. On the first one, you can see I definitely shifted into my one hip, and these are not nearly as noticeable. The reps started to get better, but I'm still kind of dumping and twisting a little bit. My shoulders were definitely tight. That was affecting their kind of position as I'm coming off the floor. So these overall moved pretty well. Not necessarily up to the standard that I would like them to be at, but they were within an acceptable range. So I ended up hitting, I believe about 8 reps. I think I was scheduled for around 8 reps. Might have done 9 if I miscounted, but something around there. And then shut these down for the day. So finished those that workout off with some sets of reverse hyper. Did 4 sets of 10 with 4 plates per side, or 8 total plates, and some band pull apart. So that brings us to this workout here. This is Monday. As you can see, I'm back to a straight bar for the first time in about 2.5 months or so, maybe a little bit longer, might be actually 3 months. I've been using the Duffalo bar exclusively, and for a while before that I just wasn't squatting. You can see here the right side of the bar, my right, your left if you're watching this, side of the bar is starting to dip down. That's more so coming from the shoulder and the upper back. It's related to that kind of twisting pattern that I had noticed on my deadlift day there. And part of that's also just having the grip out this wide. I'm still kind of playing around with where exactly I want my hands, since being in super tight doesn't necessarily feel great. And being out super wide on the straight bar doesn't feel nearly as good as it does on the Duffalo bar. I'm also a lot heavier than I was the last time I was squatting on a straight bar, so I'm trying to figure out where exactly I'm comfortable with having everything sit, since I'm bigger and since I'm not as accustomed to this bar, and I'm also in briefs, so I've got a lot of things going on here. But ended up hitting all 10 scheduled doubles at 285 with 100 pounds of chain on there relatively smoothly. So that wasn't too bad, and as I started to figure things out, you can see I brought the grip in here. The shift in the bar weight is significantly less apparent. So followed up with, this is 340, I believe. I did 2 sets of 6, a set of 4, and then a final set of 10 with this weight. This did not feel good this day. I was a little bit hungover and just not necessarily in the mood to bench, but still got my work done, still got my reps in, and was able to squeak out 10 reps here on the last set with 340. So called it good there and reallocated my efforts to more of my accessory work. This is one of the movements or combinations of movements that I've been using on this Monday workout for the last few weeks. It's a superset of flies and presses with the chains. Right here I've got 6 chains, or about 120 pounds of chain in each hand. Obviously that's not straight weight, so it's going to be a little different since the chains are deloading, but these are great because they allow you to actually do a fly relatively heavy. But because the chain deloads on the way out, it takes a lot of the pressure off the shoulder. So that's it for that workout. Did my normal accessory day. Deadlifts on Thursday weren't happening, so I just did a little bit of hook grip up to 315 before my hips got pissed off, and then decided to close out with my overhead press work. So 4 sets of 6 with 185 here, and then that was just the end of the day. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't done so already, check out the gym's website at www.savagegym.com, and you can find me on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all that. So take it easy.